There are many breeds of dog all over the world. We as pet owners are just as responsible for our dog's well-being and health as we are for our families. It is exactly this reason that the great breed of pit bulls has been greatly wronged. For the many owners of pit bulls that raise them to fight and be muscular killers have ruined the reputation of this breed. I am here to show you how pit bulls are really affectionate, playful, protective, and obedient. Common breed names are in spellings are pit bull, pit bull is 2 words, pit terrier, half and half, Staffordshire fighting dog, bull baiter dog, old family dog is an Irish name, Yankee terrier is a northern name, and rebel terrier is a southern name. Pretty Boy Swag, also known as Red Boy, is a prime example of the American Pit Bull Terrier breed. He is 14 months old in this picture and is owned by us here at 5 Star Bullies in Central Florida. Red Boy has a perfect, even temperament. He is a fun-loving dog that loves attention and long walks. He requires about 3 hours of exercise each day to maintain his muscle tone and to keep him happy. Thank you for this opportunity to promote this breed in a positive light. Amber at 5 Star Bullies. The Dog Breed Info Center website describes pit bulls in detail. Strike one as being a dog of power, passion, and underlying willingness. With a brick-like head is especially broad between the cheeks to house powerful jaws. Thickly muscled with a well-defined neck. Deep, thick, well-sprung chest. Very muscular, stocky, yet agile and extremely strong for his size. Ears are generally cropped, though this is optional. Docked tails are not accepted by the UKC or the ADBA. The eyes are round. Both the ADBA and the UKC do not accept blue eyes or the coat color merle. The American Pit Bull Registry does not accept a merle coat. The teeth should form a scissors bite. Its coat is made up of thick, short, shiny hair. All colors are admissible. The tail tapers to a point. Dog Breed Info also goes into great description of their temperament, including powerful comments like, "They are very friendly, but not recommended for most people because most people do not understand how to properly raise and treat a dog. Problems arise when one does not understand dog psychology. Seeing the dog as having human emotions and ends up with a dog who thinks he is the boss of the house. For a smaller, not as powerful dog, people can sometimes get away with this. However, for a powerful breed, one really needs to understand and follow this concept of keeping a dog. An excellent guide to learning how to properly treat a dog is The Dog Whisperer with Cesar Millan, recommended to all dog owners regardless of the breed they own. Another good trait, as well as their known present reputation pointed out by Dog Breed Info, are used as all-around working farm dogs. They were referred to as the poor man's horse. Later they were used as fighting dogs. The powerful American Pit Bull may go for the throat of strange dogs. Pit Bull's temperament is strong, pleasure to please, evoked more human, emotional, rational, and irrational response than any other breed that exists today. By no means are these dogs people haters or people eaters. Their natural aggressive tendencies are toward other dogs and animals, not people. Good-natured, amusing, extremely loyal, and affectionate family pet, which is good with children and adults. Almost always obedient, it is always eager to please its master. Extremely courageous and intelligent guard dog that is full of vitality. Highly protective of his owners and the owner's property. It will fight an enemy to the death. It's usually very friendly, but has an uncanny ability to know when it needs to protect and when everything is okay. Willful with meek owners and needs a firm hand. They are generally okay with other pets if they are raised with them from puppyhood. Excellent with children in the family. They have a high pain tolerance and will happily put up with the rough child play. As with any breed, they should not be left alone with an unfamiliar children. When it comes to training our pits, Dog Breed Info offers these simple tips. A minimum of training along with proper amount of exercise and a firm pack leader will produce a tranquil, obedient dog. Socialize very thoroughly with when young to combat aggressive tendencies, and be sure to keep the dog under control when other dogs are present. Teach this dog respect for humans by not allowing it to jump up and not allowing it to enter doorways first. The humans must make the dog heel beside or behind them when walking. It has given outstanding results as a guardian of property, but is at the same time esteemed as a companion dog. The objective in training this dog is to achieve a pack leader status. It's natural instinct for a dog to have an order in their pack. When we humans live with dogs, we become their pack. The entire pack cooperates under a single leader. Lines are clearly defined and rules are set. You and all other humans must be higher up in the order than the dog. That is the only way your relationship can be a success. When properly trained and socialized, this is a very good dog and a great family companion. Unfortunately, some choose to promote the fighting instinct in the breed, giving it a bad name. If you would like to witness what a well-balanced pit bull is like, tune into the Dog Whisperer and check out Daddy and Junior along with the rest of Caesar's pack of pits. Daddy has since passed on, however, there are still many episodes that air with him. I found an interesting correspondence on a site called dogexpert.com from Chris V. in San Francisco to a Dr. Richard Polsky that brings the terror of pit bulls to a whole new perspective. I read the article in the San Francisco Gate about a recent dog bite fatality involving a pit bull, and your quoted statements that a higher standard of care for certain dogs, like pit bulls, may be needed. To me, this seems similar to the poor bike or crotch rocket analogy. These bikes are for the skilled rider and are too much bike for most people. Without proper training, they are easy to flip and crash, but with proper training, these bikes are extremely fun for some people. The pit bull is the same. The response from Dr. Polsky is, the problem most American communities face with the so-called pit bull problem is that the population of these kinds of dogs have markedly increased over the last 20 years. Thus, in the current American population, we have many poorly bred pit bulls, and consequently, the behavioral tendencies of many of these dogs deviate markedly from the standard from which the breed was first developed. This standard calls for behavioral genotype favoring docility towards humans and aggressiveness towards dogs. Many pit bulls are poorly bred and therefore deviate markedly from the standard. Shelters are overrun with poorly bred pit bull type dogs. In recent years, the practice among some has been to breed a pit bull type dog with a mastiff type dog, with the intent of producing individuals who are larger and who possess aggressive inclinations. Obviously, poor breeding practices and breeding for the wrong reasons by irresponsible individuals, backyard breeders, or breeders who lack confidence are the cause for this pervasive problem. Poorly bred pit bulls are produced, and these dogs markedly deviate from the standard from which the breed was developed. Unfortunately, these dogs now make up a good portion of the overall pit bull population in any given American community, particularly in inner-city urban environments. Given this, if one does not know the background of a particular pit bull type dog, for example, the pit bull which is adopted from the shelter or found on the street, or if the individual is from a poorly bred line, or if the individual is encouraged to display aggressive behavior and not socialized or trained properly, then caution is needed on keeping this kind of dog. A higher standard of care is required by the owner-keeper. This, however, does not necessitate the need for breed-specific legislation, because not all pit bulls are dangerous by nature. The implementation of breed-specific legislation is impractical and largely ineffective. In many Poorly bred pit bulls or pit bulls used for the wrong purposes can be rehabilitated through proper training and socialization, as in the case of the dogs owned by Michael Vick. My pit bull basset hound mix is a great girl. She has many pit bull traits, and I couldn't ask for a better dog. She is barely 2.5 and has mothered 2 litters with a friend's golden retriever. She has proven to be a very caring, protective dog that actually suffers from separation anxiety due to my having always had her go everywhere with us. Even though she is a well-socialized dog, she is very skittish around new people. I simply have new people offer her a treat, so she knows I am okay with them. She plays well with children and other dogs. I hope the information brought to you in this speech will open your eyes to the real problem with the attitudes of the pit bull. Realizing the problem does not lie in the pit bull itself, but in us, the owners, are a great disappointment. We need to realize that pit bulls are not the only breed that can be poorly raised. As pet owners, we have great responsibilities to train and raise our loyal dogs to be the best they possibly can be. To train them to be fighters is downright cruel. I hope this information has enlightened the skeptic to welcome this loving breed into their neighborhoods and to turn in anyone who has wrongly raised them for any breed. Thank you for your understanding and time.